Welcome to the National Science and Math Quiz.
Mauli, God with us.
Indios paramus, meaning in God is our hope.
Nothing but the best.
No precor, no meditor, no lucro. We pray, we practice, and we win.
Yes, Elijah.
It's false.
You're right. Yes, Gaddafi.
It's false.
Yes. Yes, Amma.
True.
Yes.
Root 2 times 10 upon negative 5 newtons, or 1.414 times 10 upon negative 5 newtons.
Yes, Jessica.
Condensation polymerization.
You're right. I am a property of matter. For some materials, I decrease when temperature is increased. Yes, Vanderpoy.
Density.
That's incorrect. Prempeh College. That gives you 3 out of 10. Abebio.
Citric acid.
I'm not accepting that. I'm very disappointed. I'm giving every school 1 out of 10. Calm down, compose yourself, and deliver your answer clearly.
Total internal reflection.
You're right. Yes, Jennifer?
Fermentation.
You're right. Yes, Jeremiah?
The streamline shape helps the fish to pass through the water without any problem.
University practice. Questions 1 to 4, all correct. I am happy to award a perfect score. Yes, Michael.
Solenoid.
Solenoid. Welcome to the National Science and Math Quiz. Today, we bring you the third 1A stage contest featuring Archbishop Porter Girls Senior High School, Toase Senior High School, and Aburi Girls Senior High School. I have here with me Archbishop Porter Girls Senior High School, represented by
Mami Ama, final year. Stellanza, final year.
You are very welcome, ladies. Archbishop Porter Girls Senior High School. You were here last year, and you did very well. You actually went all the way to the quarterfinals, where you knocked out our reigning champions, St. Thomas Aquinas Senior High School. It was something to behold. I hope you are here to do wonderful things again. All right. You are welcome. Do you have a message?
Archbishop Porter Girls Senior High School is a school located in the western region of Ghana, precisely in East Fiji. So it was established in 1965 by the Reverend Archbishop Emisa and of blessed memory. And our motto actually is Puritas Mentis et Corporis, meaning purity of body, of mind and body. So thank you.
Okay. Thank you, ladies. Welcome and best wishes to you. Next is Toase Senior High School, represented by
Sorry, Stephen, final year. Bedu Richard, final year.
Very welcome, gentlemen. Toase Senior High School is joining us from the preliminary stage of competition. At that stage, you did quite well, didn't you? Yes. So I hope you continue on that path. Best wishes to you. Your message, please.
Our simple message is anything imaginable is achievable. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Best wishes to you as well. Finally, we have Aburi Girls Senior High School, represented by
Irama Owusu Hammond, final year.
Josephine Efwa Hammond, final year.
You are very welcome, ladies. Good. Ladies, Aburi Girls Senior High School was here with us last year. You came to the 1A stage of competition. You did okay, but Kumasi High was too much for you. I hope you are here this time to win. All right, good. Do you have any message for us?
Aburi Girls was established in 1946, and as the name suggests, it's an all-female school. And our motto is Bepal Suhan, Nyamene Hene.
Thank you, ladies. Best wishes to you. Our contestants are ready. 2 girls' schools, sandwiching. Is it a boys' school or a mixed school? A mixed school. Contestants, as always, the contest comes to you in 4 rounds. The first round is a round for fundamental concepts. The questions are simple and direct. I'm expecting simple and direct answers from you. If you answer your major question correctly, 3 points. If it's incorrectly answered, they get passed on to the other 2 schools to rank for. Once a school ranks and answers correctly, a bonus point. If the answer is incorrect, it fetches a penalty point. For questions that require calculations, you have 30 seconds in which to present an answer. If there are no calculations involved, you have 10 seconds in which you can do so. All questions are to be attempted once only. Best wishes to all 3 schools. The first set of questions will require 30 seconds of your time. I'm going to start with Toase, but before I come to you, there's a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Find the equation of the line through the point A with slope m given. Please, did you get your preamble? All right, so now Toase, your point A has coordinates 3, -2, and m is equal to -3. Yes, Bedu.
3x plus y minus 7 is equal to 0.
Okay. Archbishop Porter Girls, with the same preamble, your point A has coordinates -2, 3, and m is equal to 3. Yes, Stella.
Y is equal to 3x plus 9.
You're right. Riddles, with the same preamble, your point A has coordinates -3, -2, and m is equal to 2. Josephine.
Y is equal to 2x plus 2.
That's incorrect. Yes, Bedu.
Y is equal to 2s plus 4.
You are right. Next set of questions to be answered in 30 seconds. Toase, your major question. Give the oxidation state of silicon in SiH4. Yes, Bedu.
-4.
That's incorrect for bonus. Yes, Stella.
Plus 4.
Plus 4. Your major question, please listen carefully. Give the oxidation state of copper in the salt Cu, open bracket, AlH4, close bracket, 2. Stella?
Plus 2.
You're right. Give the oxidation state of aluminium in NaAl, open bracket, OH, close bracket, 4. Yes, Irama?
+3.
You're right. Preamble to all schools. Distinguish between primary growth and secondary growth in vascular plants with respect to the following. Did you get your preamble? All right. Toase, outermost protective cover of the plants. For bonus. Yes. Which of you? Irama?
In primary growth, it's the epidermis. My secondary growth is the back.
You're right. All right. Archbishop Porter Girls. Structure for gaseous exchange. Yes, Pensua.
Primary is stomata, secondary is lenticels.
You're right. the same preamble. Region of growth. Yes, Irama.
In the primary growth, it's the tips of the roots on this and the shoots, but in secondary growth is the stem.
I'm giving you 2 out of 3. For primary growth, it's apical, but the case of the secondary growth, it's lateral. That's the proper term. Toase, a light-emitting diode, LED, has 2 terminals, an anode and a cathode. Which terminal is at a higher potential than the other when the LED emits light? Yes, Bedu.
The cathode.
That's incorrect. Nobody should ring. There were 2 options. So it's for me. It's the cathode. It's the anode, not the cathode. The anode of a light-emitting diode is maintained at 0.5 volts above its cathode. Why does the LED not emit light? Pentwa.
Please, this because even though it's kept at 0.5 volts, it has a particular potential difference it needs to emit light. And the 0.5 volts might not be that.
I'll give you 2 out of 3. The applied potential difference may be less than the forward voltage drop of the LED. At worst, what you should have told me is the 0.5 volts is too small. You just said it's not that. It's too small. All right. Aburi Girls, what name is given to the current that flows when the cathode of a light-emitting diode is held at a higher potential than the anode? Yes, Josephine?
The eddy current.
No, for bonus. It's called the reverse current. Next set, 30 seconds. Toase. Y varies directly as x, and y is equal to 9 when x is equal to 2. Find y when x is equal to 3. Yes, Bedu?
27/2.
You're right. Y is directly proportional to x, and y is equal to 6 when x is equal to square root of 12. Find y when x is equal to square root of 75. Penswa?
Y is equal to 6 root 6.
For bonus. Yes, Irama?
Y is equal to 15.
You're right. Now your major question. P is inversely proportional to W, and P is equal to 2/3 when W is equal to 1/4. Find P when W is equal to 1/6. Yes, Irama?
Y is equal to 1. P is equal to 1.
Okay. Toase, indicate which of the ions will undergo hydrolysis in solution and why. Chloride ion and ethanoate ion. The reason is very important to me. Yes, Bedu?
Ethanoate ion will undergo hydrolysis because when that one reacts with water, the presence of H plus will therefore combines with CHCOO minus to form CH3COOHN OH minus.
For bonus. Yes, Irama.
The ethanoate ion will undergo hydrolysis because it's from a weak acid and therefore will dissociate to produce excess H plus to form an acidic solution.
How is that different? If it were a major question, I would give you something. Well, the main reason is the ethanoate ion. You were both right, ethanoate ion. The reason is that it's a conjugate base of the weak acid. The conjugate base of the weak acid. All right. Archbishop Porter girls. Indicate which of the ions, sodium plus and NH4 plus, will undergo hydrolysis in solution, and explain your answer. Yes, Penswa.
NH4 plus. This is because NH4 plus is the conjugate acid of a weak base, so it will undergo acidic hydrolysis.
Yes. Aburi girls. Which of these pairs will constitute a good buffer? NaHSO4 and Na2SO4 as one pair, and then H3PO4 and HPO4 2- as the second pair. Please explain your answer. Explanation very important. Yes, Irama.
The H3PO4 and the HPO4 2- will form a good buffer solution because the H3PO4 easily loses a proton and establishes equilibrium, just as the HPO4 2- also gains to establish equilibrium.
That's incorrect for a bonus. The answer is actually none of them. The reason is that NaHSO4 is a strong acid, and H3PO4 and HPO4 2- are not conjugate pairs. They are not. So none of them. Preamble to all schools. Name the type of habitat where the following organisms could be found. That's the preamble. Toase, Ceratophyllum or hornwort. Yes, Stephen.
It can be found at the seashore, close to rivers.
That's incorrect. Yes, Rama.
Freshwater bodies.
Freshwater. Archbishop Porter girls. With the same preamble, duckweed. Yes, Stella.
The seashore. Aquatic seashore.
That's incorrect for a bonus. Yes, Irama.
The freshwater bodies.
Freshwater. With the same preamble, Salvinia. Yes, Irama. Yes.
Freshwater body.
Preamble to all schools. The symbol for a nuclide is superscript 240, subscript 94, PU. That's the preamble. Please, did you get it? All right. Toase, what property of the nuclide is represented by the number 94? Yes, Stephen.
It represents the atomic number.
Yes. What property of the nuclide is represented by the number 240? Yes, Stella.
The mass number.
Yes. How many neutrons does the nuclide contain? Yes, Josephine.
146 neutrons.
You are right. Next set of questions will be answered in 30 seconds. You have a preamble once again. Preamble. Find the scalar product of the vectors A and B and comment on the angle between them. Toase. A is equal to 3I minus 4J, and B is equal to 4I plus 3J. Yes, Stephen.
The scalar product is 0, and the angle formed is 90 degrees.
Yes. Archbishop Porter girls. With the same preamble, A is equal to 5I plus 2J, and B is equal to 2I minus 4J. Penswa.
The scalar product is 2, and The angle between them is undefined.
2 out of 3. The scalar product is 2. The angle is acute. Aburi Girls, with the same preamble. A is equal to negative 4i plus 5, and B is equal to 3i plus 2j. Yes, Rama.
The scalar is minus 14, and the angle is acute.
That's incorrect. Yes, Bedu.
The scalar is minus 2, and the angle between them is obtuse.
You're right. Your major question. A piece of steel wool does not burn in ordinary air, but bursts into a white flame in pure oxygen. What does this teach us about reaction rates? Yes, but
Madam, steel wool has low surface area, has less surface area, and for less surface area, the rate of reaction is small.
That's incorrect for a bonus. The right answer. Air contains only about 20% oxygen, while pure oxygen, of course, is 100%, right? The results show that the rate of a reaction increases with concentration of reactant. Archbishop Porter Girls. A reaction involves 2 reactants, A and B. Kinetic studies show that B does not appear in the rate law. What does this imply? Pentwa.
This means that the rate of chemical reaction is independent of the concentration of B. And hence, from this, we will find that it is a first-order reaction.
That's incorrect for a bonus. There are actually 2 implications. The first one is that the reaction is 0 order, not first order. 0 order with respect to B, or the B may actually be a catalyst. And that's why it doesn't appear anywhere. Aburi Girls. It has been noticed that it takes less time to cook yam at sea level than on top of a high mountain. What does this demonstrate? Yes, Josephine.
This can be attributed to the fact that there's difference in pressure at the various levels, and hence, at various levels.
For a bonus. Nobody wants to try that one. What does it demonstrate? It demonstrates that boiling point of water at sea level is higher than on top of the mountain. That's the first one. Also, the rate of reaction or rate of cooking, the yam, increases with increase in temperature. Toase, what name is given to the unit of heredity located on chromosomes? Yes, Stephen?
It's the gene.
You're right. What name is given to the point where 2 homologous non-sister chromatids exchange genetic material during chromosomal crossover in meiosis? Yes, Penswa?
Chiasmata.
You are right. What name is given to the permanent change of the nucleotide sequence of a genome of an organism? Yes, Rama?
Mutation.
You are right. Next set to be answered in 30 seconds. Toase. Find the efficiency of a 12-volt DC motor which draws 0.5 amperes and produces 3.6 watts of mechanical output. Yes, Bedu?
60%.
You are right. The efficiency of a 12-volt DC motor, which gives a mechanical output of 12 watts, is 80%. Find the current the motor draws. Pentwa?
5/4 ampere.
Yes. The The efficiency of a 2-amp DC motor, which gives a mechanical output of 15 watts, is 75%. Find the potential difference across its terminals. Yes, Josephine?
250 volts.
That's incorrect for a bonus. Yes, Penswa?
10 volts.
You're right. Preamble to all schools. Find the integral. That's a preamble. Toase, integral of x cubed minus 2x dx. Yes, Bedu.
Y is equal to s, like s raised to the power 4 over 4 minus 2s squared minus s squared plus c, where c is arbitrary constant.
It's confused for bonus. Yes.
X to the power 4 over 4 minus x squared plus c, where c is a constant in there.
Yes. Your major question with the same preamble. Please, carefully. Integral of x squared plus 2 dx. Yes, Penswa?
X to the power 3 all over 3 plus 2x plus c.
Yes. With the same preamble. Integral of 5x to the power 4 plus 3x squared dx. Yes, Irama?
X raised to the power 5 plus x raised to the power 3 plus c, where c is a constant.
Yes. Preamble to all schools. When a sparingly soluble salt AB is put in water at a temperature T, an equilibrium is set up between the solid and the dissolved ions as shown. Solid AB going to aqueous A plus aqueous B minus. The solubility product, KSP, is given as KSP is equal to concentration of aqueous A plus multiplied by concentration of aqueous B minus, and the concentrations are equilibrium concentrations in mole per decimeter cubed. Please, did you get the preamble? All right, so now, Toase, if the solubility product of nickel 2 sulfide is 2.5 times 10 to the power negative 19 at 25 degrees Celsius, what is the solubility in mole per decimeter cubed of the salt at 25 degrees Celsius? Yes, Bedu.
5 times 10 raised to the power negative 10 mole per dm cube. 5 times 10 raised to the power negative 10 mole per dm cube.
Yes. With the same preamble, if the solubility of strontium tetraoxochromate 6 at 25 degrees Celsius is 6.0 times 10 to the power negative 3 mole per decimeter cubed, what is the KSP of the salt?
3.6 times 10 raised to the power negative 5 mole squared dm exponent negative 3, negative 6.
2 out of 3. 3.6 times 10 raised to the power negative 5. That's it. See how I gave you the KSP before? All right. Aburi Girls, with the same preamble, by analogy, if x mole per decimeter cubed is the solubility of the salt CD2, then KSP is equal to 4x cubed. Calculate the solubility of MgOH2, where KSP at 30 degrees Celsius is 1.08 times 10 raised to the power negative 10. Yes, Josephine?
2.7 times 10 to the power negative 11 mole per dm cube.
That's incorrect for bonus. Yes, Bedu.
3 times 10 raised to the power negative 4 mole per dm cube.
You're right. Your major question. Name the parts of plants that are mostly used for vegetative propagation. Yes, Bedu.
The leaf, the stem, and the tuber.
Hey. I'll give you one. It's the stem. The stem. Archbishop Porter Girls. Name the structures in non-vascular plants where spores are produced. Yes, Irama.
In the sporangia.
Yes. Your major question. What name is given to the most noticeable form of the life cycle of a moss plant? Yes, Irama.
The gametophyte stage.
You're right. Last set of questions. Toase. A horizontal beam of electrons moving east passes through a horizontal magnetic field directed to the north. What is the direction of the magnetic force on the electrons? Yes, Bedu.
To the north. To the north.
That's incorrect for bonus. Yes, Josephine.
To the west.
No. The right answer is vertically downward. Vertically downward. Archbishop Porter Girls. A horizontal beam of protons moving east passes through a horizontal magnetic field directed to the northwest. What is the direction of the magnetic force on the protons? Yes, Stella.
The southwest direction.
That's incorrect for a bonus. The right answer is vertically upward. Aburi Girls. A horizontal beam of electrons moving west passes through a horizontal magnetic field directed to the southeast. What is the direction of the magnetic force on the electrons? Josephine.
Vertically upward.
You're right. That's the end of the first round. At the end of the first round, Toase Senior High School has 25 points. Aburi Girls Senior High School has 29 points. Archbishop Porter Girls Senior High School has 33 points. Well done, contestants. Let me encourage you to work even harder. Round 2. In this round, I'm presenting all 3 schools with a single question, the problem of the day. From the time I ask you to begin, you will have 3 minutes in which to present a single answer from your school. The problem of the day is worth 10 points. Now let's turn over our sheets and read the problem of the day together. Problem of the day. A metal M with atomic mass 56 forms an oxide whose metal content is found to be 70.0%. Atomic mass for oxygen is 16.0. 1. Calculate the empirical formula of the oxide. 2. If the formula mass of the oxide is 160, determine the actual formula of the oxide. Contestants, this is your problem of the day. You may now begin. writing and present your answers. Stop writing Bedu. Contestants have presented the answers, but we need them to present them on the board. So please step up, pick up your notepad, and present them. The contestants have presented their answers. Before we award the marks, let's look at the suggested solution from our consultants. This is a problem in chemistry. We have a metal M with atomic mass 56, which has formed an oxide with metal content 70.0%, and we've been given the atomic mass for oxygen. The first part is to calculate the empirical formula of the oxide. After we've done that, then we are to find the formula mass. We are supposed to find the actual formula of the compound given the formula mass, which is 160. So let's start. We need to organize our thoughts. We know we have oxygen and M in this compound. So if M is 70.0%, then oxygen has to be 100 minus 70, which is 30%. 2 points for that. Now let's look at them individually. We need to find the percentage or the composition M and oxygen. So for M, we have 70 over the mass, atomic mass given, which is 56. For oxygen is 30, what we've just calculated, over 16. If we simplify, we'll get 1.25 for M and 1.875 for oxygen. We need to come to the lowest ratios. So divide through by the lowest one of the two. So 1.25 divided by 1.25 for M, that gives you 1. Then for oxygen, we have 1.875 divided by 1.25. You get 1.5. All right. So let's turn them into whole numbers. Multiply through by 2. You get 2:3. For this process, 3 points. Then the empirical formula based on this calculation would be M2O3, 2 points for this. The second part is to find the actual formula. The actual formula is some whole number multiplied by the formula mass. So M2O3 multiplied, the mass for M2O3 multiplied by X should be equal to the formula mass which is given, which is 160. So let's do the sum. 112 plus 48 multiplied by this X should give 160. If we simplify, we find out that X is actually 1. Okay. The procedure is worth 2 points to get to this stage. So the actual formula is actually still M2O3, 1 final point, giving a total of 10 points. That's the suggested solution. Now, contestants, Archbishop Porter girls, you got the percentage oxygen right, 2 points there. Then you went through the procedure. But then when you got to the stage where you needed to do some approximation, you did some severe approximation so that instead of getting 1.5, you get 1.0 also for the oxygen. For the procedure, you are getting 2 out of 3, and the final answer is not right. Okay. Next, the actual formula. Because of the problem you had with the empirical formula, that also did not give you a correct final answer. But the process you were following was right, so I'm going to add 1 point to that. That gives you 5 out of 10. Toase, are you calm now? Good. Yes, you got the percentage oxygen right, 2 points. You got the procedure right for the empirical formula, 3 points there. And then you got the right answer for the empirical formula, 2 points there. Then you started the process of trying to get the actual formula. The process was worth 2 points. You didn't finish it. So I'm giving you 1 there, and you don't have a final answer because you didn't complete this. So that gives you 8 out of 10. Aburi Girls Senior High School, you had no trouble at all, no problem at all with this problem. Everything is as was expected, and I am happy to award you a perfect score. That's the end of the problem of the day and the end of round 2. You may pick up your notepads. Round 3. In this round, I'm going to present you with statements. When you receive your statement, please consider the statement carefully and let me know whether it's true or false. If you are right, 2 points. If you are incorrect, you lose a precious point. You may choose not to respond, in which case that statement becomes available to the 2 other schools to rank for. Once a school ranks and answers correctly, 2 full points. If the answer is incorrect at that stage, it fetches the penalty point. Best wishes to all 3 schools. I'm going to start with you, Archbishop Porter Girls. Your statement. 2 equal stationary charges attract each other with a force inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Stella?
True.
No, it's a false statement. The electric field strength midway between 2 equal stationary charges is 0. Yes, Josephine?
True.
Yes. 2 equal stationary charges repel each other with a force inversely proportional to the product of the charges. Yes, Bedu?
False.
You're right. The lateral line system is more developed in amphibians than in bony fishes. Yes, which of you? Bedu?
False.
You're right. The sense of vision is more developed in amphibians than in bony fishes. Yes, Josephine?
False.
No, that's a true statement. The sense of smell is more developed in bony fishes than in amphibians. Yes, Bedu?
Madam, true.
Yes. While first ionization energy generally increases from left to right in a period of the periodic table, electron affinity decreases from left to right. Yes, Pensua?
False.
You're right. Electronegativity and electron affinity of an atom are the same. Yes, Josephine?
False.
You're right. Across the same period of the periodic table, the effective nuclear charge increases from left to right. Yes, Bedu?
True.
You're right. 2 figures with the same shape are congruent. Yes, Spencer?
False.
You're right. 2 figures with the same size are similar. Josephine?
False.
You're right. 2 figures with the same shape but different sizes are similar. Yes, Bedu?
True.
Yes. The product of the pressure and the volume of an ideal gas is constant. Yes, Spencer?
False.
You're right. The temperature of a fixed quantity and a fixed volume of an ideal gas is proportional to the pressure of the gas. Yes, Josephine?
True.
You're right. Because an ideal gas is made up of non-interacting point particles, its density is always 0. Bedu?
True.
Oh. The lower portion of the pistil of a flower produces pollen. Yes, Penswa?
False.
You're right. A gametophyte is the diploid multicellular stage in the alternation of generations life cycle of plants and algae. Yes, Irama?
It's false.
You're right. In bryophytes, the sporophyte represents the longer-lived, nutritionally independent, and more visible stage of the life cycle. Bedu?
False.
You're right. If a brown gas turns blue litmus red, it can either be NO2 or bromine gas. Penswa?
True.
You're right. If a colorless gas with a characteristic smell turns blue litmus red, it can be one of SO2 or HCl or HBr or HI or HS. Yes, Josephine?
False.
Oh. A colorless gas which has no effect on litmus paper but relights a glowing splint is likely to be hydrogen gas. Yes, Bedu?
False.
You're right. Last set of statements. The number 567 is divisible by 9. Yes, Penswa?
True.
You're right. The number 2,314 is divisible by 4. Yes, Josephine?
False.
You're right. The number 1,110 is divisible by 6. Yes, Bedu?
True.
You're right. That's the end of the third round. At the end of the third round, Toase Senior High School has 48 points. Archbishop Porter Girls Senior High School has 49 points. Aburi Girls Senior High School has 49 points. Round 4. In this round, I'm going to be reading out clues. Oh yes, I'll be reading out the clues. When you are ready to solve the riddle, please alert me by ringing your bell. May I hear your bell, Archbishop Porter Girls? Thank you. Yours, Toase. Thank you. And yours, Aburi Girls. Thank you. When you ring, your answer must be ready. If you solve the riddle on the first clue, 5 points. If you solve it on the second clue, 4 points. If you solve it on the third or any clue thereafter, 3 points. There are 4 riddles. First one. We are a diverse animal phylum inhabiting a very broad range of environments. We are ubiquitous in freshwater, marine, and terrestrial environments. Yes, Josephine?
Phylum Bryophyta.
No. So I continue. We are ubiquitous in freshwater, marine, and terrestrial environments, where we often outnumber other animals in both individual species. Yes, Stella?
Phylum Arthropoda.
No. Where we often outnumber other animals in both individual and species counts. Depending on the species, we may be beneficial or detrimental to plant health. In the soil ecosystem, we can effectively regulate bacterial population and community composition. Some of our members that are commonly parasitic on humans include ascaris, hookworm, filarias, whipworms, and pinworms. So who are we? Yes, Bedu?
Phylum Nematoda.
You are right. I read all the clues, 3 points. I am used in the manufacture of pottery. I increase in volume when I lose fluids. I set to give a hard solid. When I am certain, I trap a molecule of water between every 2 of my molecules. Some building block manufacturers add me to the sand and cement mixture so as to produce blocks. Who?
Cement.
Yes. No.
Silicon.
No. So I continue. Some building block manufacturers add me to the sand and cement mixture so as to produce blocks that are not damaged easily by shock. My name suggests I live in that city with the Eiffel Tower. So who am I? Yes, Penswa.
Plaster of Paris.
You are right. I read all the clues, 3 points. I am a 4-digit even number. I represent a year in the second half of the 21st century. The number formed from my last 2 digits is an exact square. I am divisible by 8. Yes, Josephine?
2016.
That's incorrect. I am divisible by 8. The sum of my digits is 12. So who am I? Anyone?
2064.
But gentlemen, if I may ask, are you in high school? I prefer the high schoolers to answer these things. I am a form of electromagnetic radiation emitted by excited atoms. I am produced when outer shell electrons fall into an inner shell vacancy. My wavelength is unique to the atom from which I am produced. I am given labels such as K alpha and K beta. So who am I? Yes, Stella.
X-rays.
Anyone? Oh, nobody wants it. There's somebody back there. Okay.
Ultraviolet rays.
Oh, my goodness. No. Okay, don't make me even more upset. I'll say it myself. These are characteristic X-rays. Yes. That's the end of the 4th round. At the end of the contest, here are the final scores. Aburi Girls Senior High School has 49 points. Toase Senior High School has 51 points. Archbishop Porter Girls Senior High School has 52 points. Aburi Girls Senior High School, thank you for being here and for giving us such a good contest. You did so well. Unfortunately, we must say goodbye. Best wishes to you. Toase Senior High School, thank you for being here. Thank you for giving us such a good contest, such a good contest. I really enjoyed your intensity, especially Bedu. Best wishes to you. Archbishop Porter Girls Senior High School, congratulations on winning the contest. You faced a tremendous challenge today, and you have prevailed 1 point. It doesn't matter. Work hard, and I shall look forward to seeing you at the quarterfinals. Well done. Viewers, this has been an incredible contest. I enjoyed myself tremendously. I hope you did too. Next time, we'll bring you the fourth 1A stage contest, which will feature Abuakwa State College, Kwenyaku Senior High School, and Osei Tutu Senior High School. Thank you, and see you next time. Bye-bye.